Ladies and gentlemen, and kids, welcome to your...
So where we find Dr. Rick Marshall after the 3 years later card, we always knew was going to be at the La Brea Tar Pits. And this is basically the sequence as we originally conceived it, which was that poor Rick Marshall was reduced to basically doing field trip shows at the tar pits to some incredibly unpleasant and unruly kids, to pretty lame results. And traditionally, your first act of the movie, your first reel, is always a challenge as you're putting your movie together. Partly, or I should say mostly because of time. You're always in that moment where, especially in a film like Land of the Lost, what do you want to do? You want to set your characters up quickly, get your laughs, but then get to, in this case, get to Land of the Lost. And one of the things we discovered, of course, which wasn't as apparent on paper, but was certainly apparent in my assembly, was that we had a separate scene setting up the sort of horrible conditions that Rick Marshall was working in here. We had a scene where he then was confronted by Dr. Luther, his supervisor at the tar pits, which was really just a restatement of how far the mighty have fallen. And then we had a separate scene, which was to be Dr. Rick Marshall meeting Holly Cantrell for the first time, where she comes to his office to present herself, tell him that his theories were brilliant, and then to leave him with a fossil that would then inspire him to finish the TACAN amplifier. So the frustrating thing was, as we worked on these scenes and I found myself truncating them further and further, it was pretty apparent that what we needed to do was to actually merge some of the moments, as well as, very importantly, giving some helpful information to the audience. So I'll talk to you about that in one of the upcoming scenes. But that's why this one went and the new one came.
Ladies and gentlemen, and kids, welcome to your La Brea Tar Pits. And now, get ready. You've seen him on YouTube, and he's still waiting for that rematch with Matt Lauer. Don't forget to ask him to validate your parking. Please welcome the Learning Pit's own Dr. Rick Marshall.
All right. Yeah. Edison Junior High in the lab. Woo, 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 woo. There's Barry. Making it happen. Thank you, Barry. All right, what a great crowd. Thank you. Good stuff. You know, one reason I serve as a director here at the T-Pits is to meet you, the scientists of the future, and to show you that the world of science is exciting.
And gay.
Some might even say hair-raising. God damn it, son of a bitch! I felt that in my groin. Oh, I'm tasting metal. Oh, Jesus, Barry! Okay. Science. Just the word conjures up images of excitement.
This blows.
I'm sorry, what?
This blows.
You don't even know what that means.
Do too?
No, you don't. It's sexual. Did you know that?
Sure he does.
Sixth grade? No way.
Your mother does.
Oh, yeah? Well, she learned it from your mother. Yeah, it is on. It's on.
Okay. Let's say she did. That makes both our moms slutty. You gonna chalk that one up as a victory?
You want to dance, little man?
Mm-hmm.
Meet me outside 20 minutes by that floating elephant thing.
Dude, it's a mammoth.
Oh, just keep it up. I'm gonna knock that smart off your face.
I'd like to see you try.
All right, everybody out. Learning's over. Get out of here.
So a common problem you can have as a filmmaker is having too many endings, and occasionally you'll have too many beginnings. And One of the, again, issues we dealt with in putting the film together in the first reel was almost too many moments of meeting characters. And this is the original introduction of our beloved Will Stanton, Danny McBride's character. Here he is in his glory in his trailer. A great setup scene, obviously sort of establishing tone and character. For myself and for Peter Teschner, my editor, as we sat and watched it again, you have a combination of not only just impatience to move along, but how many times do you need to keep hitting a character touch? And what we realized was, as we were looking at the footage, Danny's performance in the gift shop scene where he is hustling his wares sort of told you everything you needed to know about him. You saw, obviously, Marshall and Holly needing to have to negotiate to go and take the damn ride so they could start their adventure, but without these extra beats. So a great group of kids. We were out here at our location in Lancaster, just adjacent to Palmdale. Just gives me a chance to talk a little bit about the location. Again, this was the location purely picked based on power pylons. Bo and I went out and found the perfect juncture where all these horrible power pylons seemed to come together, and we literally drew an X in the sand, and all of these structures you see he built. That is the actual set. Here it is, the gift shop set that we shot as an interior and exterior. So he built and dressed it. The Mystery Cave exterior, which did have the beginnings of the ride, and we shot there on location that beginning of the ride as well as the final return home scene. But the rest of it we brought back to stage at Universal on stage 29. And there's fantastic moments in this, and you always end up having to kind of sacrifice your babies. Who doesn't like a bunch of ragamuffins completely vandalizing a car and flipping off your star? You can't beat that, but you got to make choices sometimes. You'll note certainly the introduction, if you will, here of the Will Stanton and Holly relationship, and how sort of fractious it was to begin with. But again, ultimately, just too many beginnings, and we decided to keep it to one.
Pick up some major tachyon hits in the area.
Oh, illegals. Yeah, we get a lot of them through here. I can help you with that, you know. Lay down some traps, some razor netting, perhaps some cages.
What? Absolutely not.
Oh, I got you. Smuggling illegals. Well, I can help with that too. No problemo.
What a delightful man you are.
Oh, foreigner. How about it, love? How about I park me lorry in your Wembley Stadium?
How about I park my boot in your bollocks?
Oh, hot coffee, right there. Dead ahead. Got a .88. Don't touch that, it'll burn your finger off. I'm not kidding. Let's take some basic seismic readings inside the mouth of the cave. Holly, remember? Take only photos, leave only...
Footprints.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up there, Inspector Gadget. You don't just go diving into the Devil's Cave. You gotta sweet talk her first.
Fine, how much are we talking? Holly, what's your cash situation?
I've got some traveler's checks.
No. Not outside. We do this inside. Come on.
Hey, we know you're in there.
Step away from the door. I'm not responsible for what happens. Oh, it's you guys.
Hey, butthole. These fireworks are crap. We want our money back.
Ooh, I'd love to help you, little shaver. But peep the sign. It's policy.
Bullshit. Give us our money before I kick your ass.
Was that a threat? I was here a threat? Yeah, I think I just heard a threat. Okay, well, let's say, for instance, you do figure out a way to take me down. Highly unlikely that is, though. I got a little insurance policy for just such a scenario. His name's Ernie. He's over there in that culvert. About 100 clicks right behind you.
Man, there's no Ernie.
Dude, I'm looking at him right now. He's got a Fu Manchu mustache. He's breathing through his mouth to hold his shot steady. Looks like Tom Petty's retarded brother. He's a bad man. Let me give you a little word of advice. You do not want to mess with a guy who looks like Tom Petty's retarded brother. So now, why don't you little squirts go Go ahead and turn your bikes around and make tracks, baby style. Huh? I'm gonna go in here and watch my shows. Warning shot, Ernie! Warning shot! No!
Who's in charge here?
Hold on for a second. I'm finishing up a business transaction. You mongrels! Not my Z! It's my baby.
Is everything all right here?
Obviously. Sorry. Pull your hair. I'm Will, proprietor of the Devil's Canyon Mystery Cave LLC. Let me guess. Y'all caught our flyer at the knife show and you had to come down and take a gander. What can I do you for? Tour? Fireworks? Perhaps a little of the Devil's Homegrown?
I'm Dr. Rick Marshall. Yes, the Dr. Rick Marshall. This is my colleague and field assistant, Holly.
Hi.
We picked up some major tachyon hits in the area.
Oh, illegals. Yeah, we get a lot of them through here. I can help you with that, you know. Lay down some traps, some razor netting, perhaps some cages.
What? Absolutely not.
Oh, I got you. Smuggling illegals. Well, I can help with that too. No problemo.
What a delightful man you are.
Oh, foreigner. How about it, love? How about I park me lorry in your Wembley Stadium?
How about I park my boot in your bollocks?
Oh, hot coffee, right there. Dead ahead. Got a .88. Don't touch that, it'll burn your finger off. I'm not kidding. Let's take some basic seismic readings inside the mouth of the cave. Holly, remember? Take only photos, leave only...
Footprints.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up there, Inspector Gadget. You don't just go diving into the Devil's Cave. You gotta sweet talk her first.
Fine, how much are we talking? Holly, what's your cash situation?
I've got some travelers checks.
No. Not outside. We do this inside. Come on.
The first nighttime in the cave after Grumpy's dropped off his fine walnut package, this was a direct cut off of Will Ferrell's expression outside, and it's still I love this scene. It went in and out of the picture, and ultimately it just was a bit of a stage stall for us story-wise. But I do know that I'm certainly going to be bringing it back in on my extended cut just to give a sense of how it behaved. McBride just at his best here once again. No damn apparent reason for him having decided that he and Chaka are going to be partners other than the fact that Chaka knows the terrain. But I love the fact that he made the effort to go ahead and try to basically camouflage himself. And you'll note the rather elegant apocalypse-like exit that I gave Danny. Oh, the man makes me laugh. We knew we wanted to play this gag with a death card. But he still added this extra touch of going out like a dealer in Vegas. Watch this exit. Anyway, love this scene.
Shh. Don't be frightened by my disguise. It's me. Here's the plan, amigo. With my business acumen and your knowledge of the locals, we could own this place. I'm talking merchandising, tourism, concessions, t-shirts. Yeah, and I own the rights to all of it, not these jamooks. Time's gonna come, Chaka, when you're gonna have to make a decision. Who you gonna throw down with? The winners or the losers? Comprende? Yeah. I figured you'd be the smart one. Now, not a word to anyone. Anyone. Now close your eyes, sweet prince, and count to 100.